Oh my goodness. All right, we're in the basement. Don't be alarmed. I just wanted to update you on the state of the stack. And also maybe do a little intro. I haven't been doing any of those. So here's what we got going on. New to the stack. We've got Duskmorn, Precons. We got all four. We got a couple copies of some of them. And we got a bunch of collector boosters. We got some Thunder Junction too, don't worry about that. This you may have seen before. This was the Costco deal, right? And if you don't watch the TikToks, we got quite a few Japanese Pokemon sets. Now, what are we gonna do with these? Oh, and we got a doggo. And some Halloween boosters. See these? Trick or treat. It's coming, spooky season. Oh, what's down there? Stellar Crown, ETBs, and a lot of Check Lane Blister Stellar Crown. Yeah, it's interesting. This is state of the stack. All right, I'm gonna whip the camera around. Setting up the tripod. Hello? Not bad. It's not bad. All right, the boys are gonna be awake. It's just gonna be awake for this one. I should do an intro, right? If this is the first one of these you've seen, who am I? I'm Adam. This is Finn. Wife's upstairs. She's Alex. And we run Pandora's Deck Box. It's a little card shop. This guy is crazy. Don't mind the puke. He's just eating the strap. So it's a little gross. Puke rag is important. Anyway, we're selling cards from our basement. Look at this. You see that? I did a clip. You saw it on the intro? God, dude. All right, this is going to be an interesting one because he's not asleep. What's going on this week? This is week 7, right? 7 in the business. We're almost at 2 months. We spent a lot of money this week. The theme of this video is we spent a lot of money. What did we first spend a lot of money on? Well, Foundations is out. And by out, I mean pre-orders for Foundations are out. Mwah! Foundations is big. If you hear the rattle, it's because it's attached to the boy. Ignore the rattling sounds. It's good for you. Gives you something interesting to look at or think about. Well, my stupid mouth is moving. Foundations, it's going to be reprinted for 5 years, right? It's 2029. So the play boosters, the draft stuff, they don't have draft anymore, you know what I mean? They have Jumpstart, and Jumpstart have anime cards. I read somewhere that every pack of Jumpstart Foundations has an anime card in it. So I got one of those. And we got some play boosters. And I think we have to sell those quickly because obviously 5 years worth of reprints on that is going to be not worth a lot of money. But there are collector boosters. And what we've heard is that the collector boosters on Foundations will not be reprinted for 5 years. So there's this initial batch. When they're gone, they're gone. Value, right? So we got 6 or 7 collector boosters on order. And they ship in November. So next month. By the way, November's next month. I thought it was like half a year away. We're almost there. It's like halfway through October already. It's crazy. I'm sorry. The passage of time marches on. What else did we do? We bought a lot of the new Secret Lair drop. On, I think it was Monday, there's this new Secret Lair Camp Super Safe. They had a hatchet as like a joke, and I think it probably wasn't a joke. But then they got rid of it because some lawyers said, you can't sell hatchets to kids that don't know what they're doing. So I'm really bummed. We bought the everything bundle, foil and non-foil, times 3. And we're hoping that like maybe if you buy the everything bundle, you get the hatchet for free or something. But kind of doubting that. We spent, so Foundations was like $1,500 and the Secret Lair, 3 sets of everything was $1,800. That's a lot of money. We got a little crazy. Probably we were a little hyped from this Festival in a Box. If you don't know about Festival in a Box, you missed our last video because we were so happy that we sold each Mystery Booster 2 box for $300. Wow! We made the cost of the festival in a box in one item, and the other items are now free and fully profit, and that was amazing. And I was like, well, I can't turn that down. Alex was right. We should have set on it a little bit, because now those same Mystery Booster 2 boxes are $380. $370. I saw some $379. That's crazy. I think we're learning from this that maybe we don't sell out entirely, even if it's a good deal. Maybe we chill. And that's what you saw over there. There's 4 more Duskmorn collector booster boxes. We have 2 upstairs that we're going to open. And we've got 1 that we already opened. Go watch the video. Here it is, linked. Poor Adam editor. They're over here. Go watch that video. We opened it. We got almost nothing. We got $170 worth of value, and the thing cost us. We didn't get it from distributors, so we're allowed to tell you. Got it from Stomping Grounds TCG, and we got it for $199 shipped. So no tax, no shipping. Those guys are great. If you spend over $500, we did. So $199 is what we needed, and we made about $170 in value. Not great. I will say, Duskmorn is definitely in season. We have been selling the crap out of those singles that we cracked from the collector booster, and we also opened, personally off camera, we opened the pre-release little pack, right? That's fun too. We got a little date stamped foil that we can remember. We're probably not going to sell those. We'll probably keep those as memories. Duskmorn's doing really well. I get off on tangents. I don't know if you've noticed this. I get on a tangent. I go back and I watch the videos. See, this is a tangent. I go back and I watch the videos, and I had started a thought, and then I tangentially connect dots, and I forget to circle back. I was doing the intro, wasn't I? We're building a card shop. I'm now 5 tangents deep. This is some Inception level shit. All right. We're building a card shop in our basement, and we're going to sell stuff online. Right now, it's basically just singles in our collection. We got some sealed product. I'll get to the end of the notes, tangent. Get to the end of the notes. I have a note here that says invest or flip. What are we doing here? We should have a focus. Anyway, we'll get to that later, but tangents aside, we're selling stuff and we're trying to find margin. The name of this game is Where is the Margin? Can we find any? And so far the answer is no. But we're building up an inventory. It looks cool. Everybody likes the credibility of us spending too much money, right? There it is. There's a big pile of money over there. Don't steal it. I'm telling you, if you find where I live and you steal it, I'm really upset. Don't do it. Just buy the cards. It's fun. You go to the website, pandorasdeckbox.com is where we got singles. Oh, we got some news. I'll get to it. This is a long video. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. But first, we signed up for Rob's Super Sporter role. So we were in RNG Games' $15 tier, which gives you access to his in-stock product. It's kind of a bullshit role. His in-stock, you got to email him. There's no, or talk to him on Patreon, whatever. There's no list of current in-stock. It's a hassle. It's just really you're supporting his store, which is fine. $50 support a store. That's great. For $50, he gives another website, RNG Distribution. You can't get in there unless you're secret, cool, in the club guys. And for $50, he gives you basically wholesaler level costs. I've seen the costs. They're very, very close. It's basically wholesaler plus his cost to ship it to us. And it's incredible. So we don't have a distributor. We're not going to have a distributor until we get a brick. We're not going to have a brick. Sometimes when I do that, I scare the shit out of the baby and he cries a lot. It makes me feel real bad. I'm going to try not to do those scary noises while the baby is very precious. We're not going to have a brick and mortar for a little bit, which means we're not going to get extras. You know what I'm doing? I'm looking at my face in the little preview window. I got to not do that. I look at you. I'm obsessed with myself. We're not going to have a brick and mortar for a little while. We're still keeping our eyes out. If there's some magical $500 a month place like right next door to where we live, that's what we want. We want a little baby place, maybe with one table that we can just get this distributor access, put some signs on the door, sell stuff for way too much money in person because people do that at brick and mortars. It's crazy. And get that distro access. If we can get that, we can find that margin I was talking about. We would love to get that margin, but until then, we have Rob's Patreon at the $50 tier. $50 tier. He does pretty quick shipping. If it's, if the Duskborn was out the 27th or something of September, he'll ship it the 24th, and you might get it by the 30th, something like that. It's fine. We're not in a huge hurry. We still have this great opportunity now. It's $50 a month, which is a lot of money, but theoretically we'll save that on 5 booster sets, right? So 5 collector booster sets. Got a bunch of it from Stomping Grounds. Rob is cheaper than Stomping Grounds, which is awesome. So we're going to do as much with Rob as we can. Still, the cheapest we've found anywhere is Stomping Grounds, and Rob's cheaper than them. So what else? Well, I'll show you what else. We got a new playmat. I'm going to show it to you when I do the roll because it's a pain in the ass to pull the camera off the tripod, but we got new custom playmats. This one down here is going to be our rip and ship station. I'm pointing at it, but you can't see. I'll show you in a minute when I do the roll. Rip and ship station down here. Keep it out of my desk. My desk is already a mess. We're going to need so much more stuff. We need little card holders and rotate eternal. There's room down here, and we got a playmat that covers the whole folding table, so it looks pretty kick-ass. I'm pretty happy about it. It's got a QR code with all the socials and whatnot. It goes to like a Linktree, except we put it on our website because you don't have to pay for it like you do with Linktree. Anyway, got the logo. We got some cool art, and you'll start seeing that on the eBay posts. We're going to take pictures with the new mats. So we had been using a PAX Max. We've been using a PAX playmat from 2014, I think. And that's what you see in the backgrounds of the eBay listings. But now it'll change to our new custom-built playmats. Pretty exciting. What else? On Monday, we got the email, and we posted it on our socials, that we reached level 4. Level 4 is pretty cool because that gives you unlimited access. You can post inventory. That gives us unlimited inventory posting. So before level 3, it was 50,000, which is, well, way more than we need. But now we have unlimited. You can post 26 million cards if we had them. That's cool. It comes with some other perks. You can hit the marketplace button. And I thought the marketplace button, it matches your listings to the price of the market, which I was like, oh, that's cool. That's what I've heard about. And you can set like little, what I thought is that you could set little price buffers. Like I want to market minus 10%, market plus 10%, whatever. That is not true. You get one button, you click it, sets everything to the market price. That's it. There's no floor. There's, setting everything to a specific price so that you don't get screwed on like 1 penny cards. Can't do that. What does do that is TCGplayer Pro. But you can't get that until you're level 4. So we got level 4, applied for Pro. Tuesday, we got Pro. So now I can set these custom rules on pricing that will, here's what I did. Cards above $5, first of all, should be on eBay because people will pay more for them there. But right now there's a bunch on TCG that are over $5. Cards over $5, I have a rule set that is match the market minus 2%. So basically market. Just want to take a couple cents off to be higher up on the list, right? And the lowest on TCG is often way below that. I'm looking at the Engineered Explosives. I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube, but it's the name of the card. I can't help it. Foil Future Sight card that we pulled from our Mystery Booster 2 packs. And that card at market is $199, but its lowest is $70 because people are trying to actually move these things and they're not selling well. That card should definitely be on eBay, by the way. That's a stupid thing to put on TCG. People are just going to fight themselves, going as low as you can, a race to the bottom. It's stupid to put it there. Put it on an auction on eBay. Put it on with offers. Don't put it on TCG. I need to go move that. I'll move that right after this. It's stupid. It's there. Above $5, match the market minus 2%. Below $5, match the market. I don't want to lose a lot of money when it's a $2 card, right? We don't need that. And we have enough volume of orders that I think it's fine to match the market, especially for lower than $5. What I thought that would do when I set that up is that we would slow down considerably on orders. What I didn't think about was that Duskmorn is brand new. People want these cards no matter what. And very importantly, with level 4, not pro, but we got both now, you can set your shipping to not be a minimum. You can set a $0 shipment charge. If you set it to 0, it always applies $1.22 shipping to cards less than $5. That's a protection for the sellers. It's really smart because if people buy a 1-cent card, they expect you to ship it. You lose $1. That's crazy. So that makes sense. And what we've seen is a ton more orders. Like we were selling 5 on a good day. We sell 10. We're now like our floor is almost 10 orders a day, which is crazy. And what we're seeing is a little bit over $5 orders. So what people are doing is they're buying a bunch of little cards, less than $5. They're stacking them to get the free shipment, which is amazing. And we haven't seen that before because we were forced as a level 1 through 3 seller to have that minimum 120. And we made it 179 and we were still seeing sales, which was crazy. But because we're using the non-machinable stamps, right? They're more expensive. So we upped our price a little bit. We didn't want to be losing money, which makes sense. That said, kiss a baby. Don't forget to kiss a baby. Mwah. So it's exciting. We're selling a lot of lower value cards because people are bundling them, right? Get over that $5 threshold. So another tool we get access to is this Quick List app. It's a PC application, not an app on your phone. And it's a little unfortunate because what we were doing prior to this is expecting that when we hit level 4 or pro status, that we would be able to take the collection from our Mana Box app, which is the best. I think Delver is the best on Android. Mana Box is the best one for iPhone, iOS, right? We have our whole collection, all 10,000 cards or whatever. We've scanned manually into that app. And we thought we could export it out and import it into TCG when we were able to. That feature is locked behind level 4. We went in and we played around with it. It's not going to work. TCG requires their own unique identifier for every card, and that is only known to TCG. And I suppose if you had an API access, you might be able to figure it out. But ManaBox does not talk to TCGplayer. So what that means is we have to now use this quick list scanner, which will use the DSLR, which is cool because we get good quality. But it's not any better than the ManaBox app on our phones. So we got to go scan. We have to now scan in 10,000 cards one at a time again. Which is very, very painful, but it is part of the process. It's what we got to do. The Duskmorn stuff we put up on Wednesday, I think, took me 30 minutes to scan. So it's not the end of the world. It's going to be a couple hours of work, but it'll be okay. What I haven't told you yet is what Pro costs. It's 2.5%. I should know these numbers. I should have wrote them down. I believe it's 2.5%. Editor Adam will change it. If I didn't put up a correction, I nailed it. And normally your fees for selling on TCG, they're kind of complicated. So you got to look at the website. There's a website for their fees. And normally they're about 10.25, 10.5. And if you're a pro seller, it's 9.5 or 25. And that's less, which is good. But they charge you 2.5% on top of the original fees. So it's really like 11.5, somewhere in that neighborhood. It's not a huge amount of money. It sucks that it's it adds up, right? It's a little bit that is now less margin. Margin's already hard to find. Now there's less of it. But we think this market price tool, the quick list app, I guess, to some extent, is worth it. But what's really worth it is we have a single site now. So TCG, you were able to filter our name, and I had a link in the Discord to just go to our shop on TCGplayer. But now we have our own custom themed website that's just our stuff, and you don't get to see market data. You don't get to see other competitors. That's where you send people to go buy your stuff if they don't know what TCGplayer is. You just say, here's the link. Go there. You can find the singles. And we put a link to that on our pandorasdeckbox.com. Again, the differentiator now will be pandorasdeckbox.com is for sealed product, this stuff. Singles will be on TCGplayer. Expensive singles will be on eBay because people pay more for those. So that's kind of how we're delineating these things, divvying it up. Hopefully that makes sense. And if it's starting to like be too complicated, maybe we'll just go everything's on TCGplayer, even the expensive stuff. We're trying stuff right now. And there's also stuff we sell on eBay that isn't on TCGplayer. Like Alex has sold some Amiibo cards this week, which is cool. So those are still bringing in money. Amiibo cards are cool. They're not on TCG. So anyway, back to the mass price app. You can set those rules. And the other thing that I set, coming back from a tangent on tangent, is that you can set a floor price. The floor price is the least amount of money you want to list your card for, right? So why would you want to do that? If you sell 101 cent cards, it's a lot of work. If you sell 4 25 cents cards, it's a lot less work. Same amount of money. People may not buy from you because you're not the cheapest floor, right? A lot of people that are desperate will sell stuff for a penny, and that's crazy to me because there's a 30-cent fee mandatory on every transaction. Now, they're probably going to bundle 499 other cards to save on shipping because that person probably has level 4 access, right? Or pro access. But I don't want to pack 500 cards to make $5. It's just not worth our time. And that's really what's important, is finding out what's worth your time and what's not. And 10 orders a day, maybe 30 cards in those 10 orders. That's plenty for us right now. We don't have the capacity to scale a lot faster than that. We'd love to be selling higher value items in the same amount of time. And a 25-cent floor is what works for us right now. We may even raise that because so shocking to me and to Alex is that people are still buying the cards with these 25-cent floors. Even if things are 1 cent optional, what they do, they find a cool card that you set up for market price minus 2%, right? So a $5.10 card. They're like, oh, that's sick. Or more likely, they're going to do a $3 card and they want that free shipping. So they're going to click shop from the seller. They're going to go to our shop. They're going to find a few other cards that are 25 cents. Even if they're 10 cents from another seller, you bundle it, you get that sale. So it's an incredible thing to do if you can. You get to level 4, you can technically set a floor manually, or typing each thing in, copy pasting it, which is crazy. Don't do that. There's this mass price tool. If you want to pay an extra 1% fee, I think it's worth it. Get the mass price. You get pro, get mass price. Unfortunately, this video is very long already, but I was trying to come up with a theme for this video, and I put in regrets. Thinking about the Mystery Booster 2 thing, thinking about quick flipping or holding to invest. So from the beginning, we've wanted to provide the community with cards. The professor, Tulare Community College, says buy singles. Somebody's got to sell those singles. You can't just buy the singles without a provider. So we're going to crack some packs. We're going to list it. It's going to be available, right? So the question comes down to, do you invest in this product or do you flip this product? We're finding out the hard way, even though it was told to us, that flipping this product is not very profitable. it may be breaking even at this point. We had some good luck with the mystery boosters. Mystery Booster 2 was incredible for us. We got a little crazy thinking, we being me in the sense that we should sell quickly because these things are going to be reprinted at MagicCon, right? You're going to be able to get them. Prices are going to drop. We should have waited a week at least. A week later, could have made $100 more per box almost. So there's a haste element to getting this stuff out the door when it's timely. We also had some success with the Minsk and Boo drama, right? That card was huge. That was another secret lair. We're seeing these opportunities in secret lair, and we're now buying in heavily to the new one, like I mentioned, $1,800 worth. That's one of the very few places we've seen actual margin, and we're still the cheapest sellers on TCGplayer because nobody else would buy from us if we weren't the cheapest. So we're scalping at the cheapest possible option. We want to be able to make a living, make money, make some margin, and be able to provide to the community the game pieces that are these products, right? These shouldn't be investments. So the question is, do you give in? Do you give in and hold these for a year and double your money, or do you flip it quickly and make 10%? It is a challenge. It is a risk. We haven't figured out exactly the balance, but I think it's safe to say we're going to do a little bit of both. When we get collector booster boxes, we're going to film it. We're going to put those cards up for sale. Stuff we might not want to keep. I didn't keep anything except for that dated promo card. None of the Duskborn stuff was sacred. So if we get a fractured foil and we open another one, maybe that will keep that one, maybe. But even the pre-cons, Alex picked the Miracle Worker. This one here. That's why we only have one of them. Miracle Worker. That's a cool pre-con. And I was like, well, I like picking one pre-con per set. And I was like, well, the Valgavoth one looks cool. I don't have a really evil deck. Maybe I'd pull that Valgavoth, but the Valgavoth one's selling for like $80. And we'd rather have the money, I think. So nothing is sacred. We're going to sell you this stuff. Very, very, very few things are sacred. The Phineas cards, those are sacred. But yeah, we're going to crack packs. We're going to put them on the thing. With this new, I got to do the roll and I'll show you the playmat. This is going to be a streaming Kraken packs setup. So Whatnot, TikTok, we're going to give it a shot down here in the basement. I need to get better lighting. It's not great here, but yeah, this will be where we try that out and see if anybody's interested in. If you're not going to buy these from our website, which nobody has been, that's fine. Maybe it's okay. Nobody knows about it. It's fine. We're going to hold on to it, or we're going to crack it on live streams. You tell us what you want to do. Vote with your wallet. Buy our stuff, please. Or support your local game store, whatever you're going to do. Just keep buying Magic. Magic's fun. Pokemon's fun. Do what makes you happy. There's a lot of shit in the world going on right now. And you need those escapes. As long as you can, do it responsibly. It is gambling for children and 30-year-old adults. But if it makes you happy, you're capable of being financially responsible. Do what makes you happy. Can't take it with you. All right, let's make a roll. That's all I got. Roll for the week. All right, check it out. This is the new playmat. It's a big guy. It's the whole table. It's pretty sick. And we'll have a monitor, or a keyboard, whatever. Let's do the roll. Good luck. Me? Good luck, everybody. Is that a 5? Hey, it's a 6. See ya.